All right, I think we're beginning number 19. Let's see if we can get through on this particular go-round. We've got a couple more to do. Which ones are true? That's what we're trying to find out. General partner share recourse debt is based on his or her economic risk. That's true. His or her share of non-recourse debt is based on share profits. That's true. So far A is true. B, if all tax-exempt interest is distributed when received by a partnership, the partner's bases are the same after the distribution as they were before. So let's take a look at an example to see how that might work out. You get $1,000 of tax-exempt interest income, so that increases basis. You distribute it at the same time is what that says. When received, you distribute it when received, so we distribute it now, and that decreases basis. So the answer to B is, yeah, that's true too, that the partnership basis will remain unaffected if you do that. If you take it in, take it out, that's what B does. A partner's basis for his or her partnership interest is increased by his or her share of the partnership's tax-exempt income. Well, that's true. We just saw that here. That's what happened. Even though it's tax-exempt, basis goes up. So D, all of the above are true. You finally get one of those turning out to be true, the D answer in something like this, and that's number 19. Number 20. Well, we got 3 more to go. Let's see what happens. Here is what's true. Another one of these what's true statements. Guaranteed payments are ordinary income to the recipient. That is true. Even if it's a guaranteed payment for capital contributed, it's interest income, still ordinary income. For services, ordinary income. So that's true. B, it may be necessary for the partnership to capitalize a partnership's guaranteed payment, and that's true. And we look at why is the guaranteed payment being made. If it's for ordinary necessary expenses, it's a normal deduction. If it's for something that the code says capitalize, it gets capitalized. So means B is true. C, a partner who performs services for a partnership is not usually considered an employee. Well, we learned that a couple of times that's true. A partner is not an employee. They do not get a W-2. That means D again. And one of these kinds of questions is the correct answer for number 19. For number 20, I'm sorry. Number 21, moving right along. When computing the partnership's ordinary income, a deduction is allowed for guaranteed payments, and the answer there is that is true. Let's see what the other ones. And by the way, we learned that. That's just one of the rules. When computing partnership's ordinary income, a deduction is allowed for a guaranteed payment to the partner. Contributions to charitable organizations is deductible, but only as a separately stated item, not for ordinary income purposes. Net short-term loss is the same. It's separately stated, not for ordinary income purposes. And net operating losses, they don't even exist at partnerships. So A is true. A is the answer. Number 22. I think we're going to do it. Henry has a 30% interest in HMS Partnership's capital profits. Losses are computed after taking into account guaranteed payment of 40. In the current year, HMS reports ordinary income of 30. Capital gain of 60. Before taking into account Henry's guaranteed payment. Before taking into account Henry's guaranteed payment. What is the amount and character of all income or loss that Henry must report? So let's see what we've got here. Henry has a 30% interest in the HMS. Now that I got the question, let me see how it works out again. He has a 30% interest in capital, profits, etc. Computed after taking into account the guaranteed payment of 40. Henry has a 30% interest in computed after taking account in the current HM reports ordinary income of 30. And capital gains of 60 before taking into account Henry's guaranteed payment. Okay, so let's see. Let me do the math here a minute. Okay, so let's do the math. The math works like this. It says that the ordinary income is $30,000. Let's get some better writing in here. $30,000 before the guaranteed payment. So the guaranteed payment we know is a deduction. That's going to create a net operating loss of $10,000. Capital gain remains unaffected. It's a separately stated item. So this is a loss. His share of the loss is going to be 30% or $3,000. His guaranteed payment is going to be considered ordinary income to him. So let's see where we've got something that looks like this kind of answer. Well, B has got a $40,000 ordinary income and $3,000 ordinary loss. That's what we've got so far. Let's see if the capital gain amount is right. He's got 30% of the capital gain, which is 30% of 60, and that is $18,000. So B becomes the correct answer. No, none of the other answers work, and we are done. If you have any questions on any of these wonderful tapes, please send them to me by email before midnight, April 26th, and I hopefully can answer a few on the morning of April 27th. There you go.